What's going on, guys? I'm back again with the weekly Roast skins videos, and today we have the first of the Christmas skins, the first out of 2 weeks of the Christmas skins. Of course, next week we will have new Christmas skins, but I just want to quickly touch over some things first. So, limited store, we've got the first page with the Gingerbread Man AK. If you are planning on buying a Christmas AK skin, I just want to point out that there is a Rust Twitchmas 2023 campaign at the moment on Twitch that is dropping a Twitchmas AK. So, I mean, you're going to be able to get a Christmas AK skin for free if you just watch the Twitch stuff. So, you do have to watch 12 hours of Twitch. But, I mean, like, you know, you can get a free AK skin. Of course, it's probably going to end up costing you about the same, but I'm sure some of you aren't paying for your own internet and electricity bills. So just keep that in mind, because I do think it's pretty silly that we have a Gingerbread Man AK skin in the Rust store, but also we have a Twitch Christmas-themed AK skin on Twitch for free. So keep that in mind when you want to be picking stuff up like that. This is what the top sellers is looking like. We've got the deluxe Christmas lights and the festive garlands in at number 1 and number 3 for the top sellers. And then we actually have a limited store community made skin. So let's just quickly go over the Face Punch re-release stuff. So we've got the Christmas store wreath, which is going for $4.60, and on the community market it's going for $3.47. So of course, pick the Christmas store wreath up off of the community market instead, because you're not going to be making money buying it off of the Rust store for $1.20 more, $1.13 more. It's just silly. Pick it up off of the community market if you do want that one, and buy it with a buy order instead. Moving over to the deluxe Christmas lights, this is of course another repeat, going for $12.01 on the community market. May as well buy it off the community market so that someone else in the community can have that $12.01 and then possibly buy other skin creator skins or other skins in general, just to keep that money circulating through the Rust economy, hopefully. $12.35 is what's going for on the Rust store, so of course pick them up off of the community market with a buy order. They're actually a good skin because you can set them up with electricity and you can use them as a light source, so they're actually pretty strong. Festive garlands, so I just actually made money off of these the day before this store came out, sold mine for like $20 something. I'd recommend buying these off of the Rust store. They're going for $5.40 off of the Rust store. I've made money reselling these every single year. I do think they're highly likely going to come out again next year, but they always spike right before the first week of Christmas skins for the Rust store, and of course they did again this year. So I sold mine, as I said, for $20 something, and now they're going for $5.40. So I mean, like, you can buy a few of them and sell them right before this store. You just have to be obviously patient, because it's going to take you a year, but at the same time, you just have to make sure you don't forget. But these are actually also a pretty good skin because they do have a little bit of a glow. So if you're not using a glowing door, then of course you can use them, and they're pretty cool as well. And then we have, this is super annoying because we've got the Legacy Bow, Legacy Kevlar Face Mask, and the Legacy Kevlar Vest all in the Rust store still, which I wasn't expecting to happen. So I think Face Punch has dogged a little bit with those 3 skins. I recommended to invest in the Kevlar Mask and the Kevlar Vest last week, but look, unfortunately, I think that is just super bad luck that they've stayed in the store for another week. They're going for $3.76. I've seen them going for slightly above $4 each on the community market. But of course, if you want to pick them up, you could try and pick them up off the community market with buy orders for cheaper, but yeah, it's just super unfortunate that they're in this store for a second week, because of course that means more are going to sell. Neon Sign Pack, $23.25, going to be cheaper on the community market at $20.36. The Santa Beard going for $4.14 on the community market, so I'd get that off the community market as well. Snow Machine, $7.37, get that off the community market. The Snowman, $3.12, get that off the community market. There's never going to really be demand for the Snowman's. Snowman Helmet, $3.34 off the community market, so get that off the community market. That has projectile protection for your head, but you can only wear that. You can't wear a bandana with it. The Santa Beard is a bandana. I'd consider that a pay-to-win skin, but you can get it for cheaper on the community market, so do that. And that is all of the re-release skins, and now we'll get started with the new skins, and we'll get started with the Christmas hide halter neck and the Christmas hide skirt. I think these are actually the first hide halter neck and hide skirt we've actually ever had in any of my videos, and I'm up to what, 223 or 232 or something like that Rust skin videos, so that's a lot of weeks of Rust skin videos that I've covered. And these are going for $1.55 each. As I said, we've only got a few hide halter necks and hide skirts actually even in the game, because of course none have come out since I've been making skin videos. And the fact that these are going for $1.55 each is definitely a good thing. I don't think these are going to have high demand, but as a long-term investment, I do think you can make money off of them, because I don't see these skins really having any other skins come out for a very long time. So highly likely that these are going to get oversaturated, but as a long-term investment, I do think you can make money off of them. I don't think they're going to have demand really that much, but for the role players and like the trolls and stuff like that like to buy these skins, like me, then I do think these will make you money. So overall, I'll recommend investing in both of them off of the Rust store for this week. And they're a pretty cheap and safe buy as well at $1.55 each. Moving over to the Christmas surprise, we have a satchel skin going for $1.55 each. I think satchel skins are pretty poor investment usually, and I think this is going to continue with that trend. It is starting at a good price at only $1.55, but I still wouldn't recommend getting it off of the Rust store, so not going to recommend investing in that skin off of the Rust store for this week. Moving over to the Frosty's Fridge, so we actually have a lot of fridge skins being released to the game for free these days, mainly off of the Twitch events. But this is such a sick looking fridge skin, and I think fridge skins are really creative a lot of the time. So $3.85 is what this is going for. I actually see this fridge skin having demand once it leaves the Rust store, and then come like Christmas time next year and the year after. Like, this is where these kind of skins are going to have their demand. So I'd recommend getting it off the community market with a buy order, because I do think you could get it cheaper throughout the year, but I also do think the Frosty's Fridge will spike right before Christmas each year as well, because I do think this is a really, really nice, well-designed, well-made skin, and I do think you can make money off of it. But $3.85 is what it's going for on the Rust store. Currently, there's not really any place or need for a fridge in the game, because meat doesn't spoil, food doesn't spoil, and you can just put your food in a box. So until the fridge actually becomes something you need, then I don't think the demand for fridges is really going to ever be that high. Hopefully Rust does do something about that in the future, but overall, I'll recommend getting the Frosty's Fridge, but off of the community market with a buy order. Moving over to the gingerbread bear skin. Yuru has said that she's upset the fact that we didn't get a polar bear skin. Instead, we got this gingerbread bear skin, and I actually agree with that. I think this looks pretty average, to be completely honest. She didn't say that, but I'm just saying, like, this is a pretty lame looking skin. Definitely think that we could have had something better, especially even if it was just another bear rug skin. I think there could have been a better one to be accepted into the game, but overall, $2.30. Bear rug skins don't get accepted too often in the game, and usually when they do, they come to the Rust store. So overall, I'd recommend getting this with a buy order off the community market, but I do think as a long-term investment, you can make money off of this skin, even though I don't really like it. So wouldn't recommend getting it off the Rust store, but you can pick it up off the community market with a buy order. Moving over to the Gingerbread Man AK going for $3.05. This is what I was talking about earlier. This is, of course, a gingerbread themed AK skin, although we have a Twitch event happening at the moment with a Christmas themed AK skin. So I definitely think that's going to pull all of the demand for this skin away from this skin and take it straight to that free AK skin. Why are you going to pay for a Christmas AK skin when you can get one for free? I'm not going to recommend investing in the Gingerbread Man AK. I don't think it's going to perform well once it leaves the Rust store and goes to the community market. Overall, I'm not going to recommend investing in it. And I'm sorry for the skin creator that's had this accepted, because I just think that's absolutely slack. Alright, so moving over to the next page, we've got the Santa's coat. jacket skin, we've actually had some really nice back-to-back jacket skins. So we've had like the Berserker jacket, the ghillie suit jacket, and now the Santa's coat. I actually think these are all really nice jacket skins, and I think they were all around Santa store price, and that is including this Santa's coat going for $1.55. This is a simple red and white jacket, but I do think a lot of people actually will like it. I think they'll think it's pretty chatty to run around with the Santa's coat on because it's nice, bright and red. And if they are thinking they're good at PvP, then I'm sure they'll want to rock that so that they can try and make themselves become a little bit of a target. As for the people that want to blend in, of course, this isn't going to sell for them, but Kosam's done a good job with this jacket skin, and I will recommend investing in it as a long-term investment. Come Christmas time, this is definitely one of those skins that will go up in price, especially because jackets are such a good item in terms of PvP. Because they don't have HP and they do provide a very good amount of projectile protection for what they are. So overall, I will recommend investing in the Santa's coat off of the Rust Item store for this week. Moving over to the Snowy SAR, going for $3.05. This is a stockless SAR skin, and let's have a quick little gander of it. It does look like it's got a cheeky little bit of snow happening on the top of the SAR skin. There is no screenshot of the ADS, which is unfortunate. I'm going to assume that the ADS is just plain white. And if that is the case, then I definitely don't think that's the play to be picking this one up, because this is like something you could use as a camo skin in the snow in a way. But if the iron sights are white and your background's white, then you're going to lose sight of your iron sights, and that is just not what you want. Kind of pay to lose. $3.05 is what this Snowy SAR is going for. Overall, I don't think it's going to have demand on the community market. If it does have a full white front iron sight, then I don't think you're going to be making money off of it, because I do think it'll be a pay to lose skin. Overall, not going to recommend investing in the Snowy SAR off of the Rust Item store for this week. Right, moving over to the Winter Spirit Garage Door, going for $4.60. This is a glowing deployable, but it is above the Santa store price for glowing deployables. We've got a cheeky little reindeer, and then we've got some snowflakes, which there is a lot of them in Rust already, and some sort of, like, I don't even know what those like blue lines are supposed to be. Probably going straight over my head. Yeah, look, overall, it's actually a cool looking skin, but besides Christmas time, I don't really think it's going to have much demand. So overall, I think you could get the Winter Spirit Garage Door off of the community market with a buy order. It does have a really good glow, but every garage door these days has a really good glow, or it's pay to win and has the cutouts. And look, this doesn't have the cutouts, so I think this is more of a niche garage door skin. So I'm not going to recommend investing in the Winter Spirit Garage Door off of the Rust Item store. If you can get it for cheaper off of the community market with a buy order, then that is what I would recommend to do if you want to invest in it. But overall, I'm not going to recommend investing in it because it is just starting at too high of a price at $4.60. Moving over to the final skin of the week, we have the Wrapped Furnace going for $2.30, and overall, this is an interesting skin. It doesn't appear to be glowing while the furnace is turned off, but it does have a nice cheeky Christmas lights wraparound glow whilst the furnace is on. And I actually do like that. I think that this is a furnace skin that could perform well right before Christmas time. So last week, I do think this is, and I suppose even this week, because it's not like this is going to re-release. I do think that this is a furnace skin that could go up in value over the years, and then right before Christmas each year. But at the same time, I also think it's going to be a furnace skin that's a little bit harder to find once it leaves the Rust Item store and goes to the community market, and that is simply just because it's called a Wrapped Furnace instead of like the Christmas furnace. Would have been a lot easier to find this skin and increase the demand a little bit if it was just called the Christmas Furnace. There might already be a skin called that, but I don't think there is. I know we have a Santa Furnace as well, so it would have paired quite well with this one. But overall, I do think that this will have demand for the role players that like to match their skins with the theme of the year. So overall, I recommend getting this off of the community market with a buy order, but I do think that this is a furnace skin that can make you money over time. So overall, I will recommend investing in the Wrapped Furnace off of the community market with a buy order though. That is going to do it for this week's skins, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and maybe I'll do a cheeky quick giveaway as well of the Christmas hide halter neck and the Christmas hide skirt. One winner, and then you're going to win one hide halter neck and one hide skirt. All you have to do is comment on this video what your favorite skin is this week. It can be anything, and then I'll randomly draw a winner next week. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and remember, have a skits one. Merry Christmas.